first question I want to ask is, just go ahead and step me through kind of what happened Saturday night. What brought you out to this area in the first place, and kind of talk about, when you first encountered the officer.
Okay. Well, we were out looking at houses and stuff in the area, trying to find a cheap, affordable home, and we're on our way back in. It was getting dark, and I was getting ready to go out on my patrol, so I went ahead and suited up. And as we're coming by the area here, I thought I had seen somebody or something moving around in the brush there, kind of sneaking, and I just wanted to check it out and make sure everything was okay. So I kind of got out. I walked over in this area and kind of walked over in the woods looking for, whatever was in there. I was in there maybe 10 minutes, and my partner had called me and said that it had gone over the scanner that they were looking for an individual who just left the scene of an accident, and they were actually searching, over in this area. So I had her call 911 to let them know I was here. When she did, apparently 911 had contacted the officers, and they said they would, appreciate if I'd leave or whatever. So they relayed that to my partner, who called me back, told me, that they wanted me to leave. So I was in the middle of these woods, and the best way I saw to get out of here was heading straight up towards the houses there. So I got up to the top of the house, the parking area up there, top of the hill. I called 911 to let them know exactly where I was at, and told them, hey, this is where I am. I'm on my way out of the area. I just wanted you to let the officers know. I came walking down the street, and I got to the corner right over here, and the troopers pulled up. They asked me a few questions about where I was, and the next thing I know, they're getting out of the car and putting cuffs on me. So.
Okay. And kind of describe to me, raise the mic up just a tad bit. I'm going to have you raise it to right about. I want to make sure I get you. There you go. Explain to me the car ride back and the whole process. You said that you weren't really respected.
I didn't feel I was, no. I understand the troopers might have thought that, I was doing something wrong. I didn't really feel I was. I had seen something I wanted to check out, so I checked it out. As soon as I learned there was an investigation going on, I pulled myself out of it, as they requested me to do. The whole way back to the jail, I was being yelled at. I'm talking just like I am now, trying to find out why I'm being arrested. And the trooper that arrested me is screaming at me, telling me to shut up. Basically, he was reprimanding me more for being out dressed as Batman than actually being here in this area. I felt like maybe I was being arrested just for the fact that, for who I am more than what I was doing. So.
And you were talking to me earlier about, the patrols that you do. You patrol on the weekends.
Yes.
And you go out because you want to make a difference. You want to make sure that the area is safe. This was a normal stop for you.
Yeah.
You're walking through the area. You're wanting to make sure everything is okay. Do you feel like? Now let me think here a second. Just talk to me about why you're out doing this in the first place. What brings you? What motivates you to go out and patrol the area like you were simply doing on Saturday?
Helping people. It comes down to the fact of, I have this urge to go out and, just try to do whatever I can to help people in any way I can. I don't care who they are. If they need help, I want to be there. As far as putting on the suit and everything, it draws attention to what I'm doing. And, it's basically showing people that there is someone out there trying to make a difference. It does help as far as, the uniform. It's a tool, as anything else would be. It helps diffuse situations. It gives me a little bit more confidence in being out there. It's just fun to wear, and I guess, like I said, the fact of patrolling the area and helping people, it's something I've always had the urge to do. And you know, we live in a small area. There's not a lot going on, but more and more you hear about things like meth, heroin coming to the area, people getting hurt, you know, killed. I just want to be someone who's out there taking responsibility and trying to help these people, and, you know, just keep an eye on my community and do what I can to help out.
Okay. And
So.
you were talking to me earlier. You say you normally have a pretty good relationship with local authorities. They understand what you're doing. You respect what they are doing. Would you talk about that relationship?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, I have total respect for what the police do. They're trained. They know what they're doing, you know, and I'm glad they're out there. But you know, it's up to each person in the community to keep an eye on things and to keep it from getting too bad, you know. And I guess as far as like even with the city of Petoskey, I've had a pretty good working relationship with them. I've helped them out on a few things. I've you know, give them good tips and stuff, and you know, they know I'm out there. They don't have a problem with me. They respect the fact that I'm out there and what I'm doing. And I mean, aside from this incident, I haven't really had any problems. I mean,
let's take a step back here, okay?
okay.
Take a look back at the arrest itself. What do you think? What do you think that boils down to? I mean, why do you think this has become an issue where you were out here? And do you think it was just a big misunderstanding?
I think it could be. I hope it is. You know. You know, I don't know. I understand, you know, they were doing an investigation. I can understand where they might have been a little bit upset that somebody was there. But I mean, you know, take for example, what if there had been just a regular person walking around and, you know, going for a walk through these woods, and, you know, they found out there's an investigation, called 911 to let them know they were there. I mean, would they have been arrested for interfering with the, you know, obstructing justice just because they were out for a walk? I mean, I feel it's the same way with me. I mean, yeah, I was dressed as Batman. I'm out doing my patrols, but I mean, honestly, I had no idea there was an investigation going on. I decided to check something out I thought was kind of odd, and the next thing I know, I'm being arrested for it. It just doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense where I committed the crime.
Okay.
So.
And what kind of, you know, let me think here. So you're talking about, I mean, what kind of reactions do you usually get while out on your patrol? I mean, what's the general? I mean, from people you stop to people that you just see out on the streets. I mean, what kind of reaction do you get? I mean, not in every single town do you see, you know, the real life superhero type of thing.
Right. You know, generally my reaction is always positive. I don't think I've actually had a real negative reaction since I've been out there patrolling. Most people I run into, even those that you know, like I've been in a couple situations where I've had to break up, you know, fights or domestics or something like that. And even in those situations, you know, I've never had anybody, you know, be aggressive towards me or be like, oh, you know, what are you doing out here? Most of the time I get, you know, holy crap, it's Batman, you know, and they want their picture taken with me or whatever. So, I mean, it's been very positive. You know, a lot of people have come up to me and thanked me for what I do. And, you know, I mean, that is one thing I'd like to bring up as well. You know, the whole ride back to the police station when I was arrested, most of the conversation was about me being out dressed as Batman. This trooper in question was, you know, he's very rude to me. He was telling me how, you know, people are scared of me and they don't want me out there, and how I'm 33 years old and I need to just give this up and you know, whatever. And, you know, like I said, it seems like it was more about who I am than what I was, you know, doing here. And, you know, I don't find his remarks about people being afraid of me to be true at all. I mean, you know, when I go out on patrol, especially during the summer, I can't go more than, you know, half a block without a group of people like mobbing me and want to take their picture with me and thanking me for being out there, thinking it's great what I'm doing. So, I mean, I've never once had a person say, you know, they're scared of me or run away or something like that.
Okay. So. If you'd like to give one singular message today, you know, from just talking to me, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of people tuned in today, and a lot of people paying attention to what you say. And you guys got, if there's one singular message you'd like to send, what would it be?
You know, just to look out for each other. It's yeah, we have police out there, you know, that do their jobs, and they, you know, they arrest people. They do the, you know, they take care of that kind of work. But you know, it's up to each individual person to take responsibility for the community and to help out their fellow man. I mean, if you see somebody in trouble, help them. You know, it doesn't take, you know, a lot of effort just to be somebody that's there for another person. And, you know, if everybody would look out for each other and actually keep an eye on what's going on and take responsibility and take an action, then, you know, things would be a lot better in this world, let alone this community. So
Let me just ask you, if you were out here and you didn't have the costume on, do you think you would have gotten the same reaction from the trooper?
I don't think so. I don't think I would have gotten the same reaction at all. I think had I been out here just in plain clothes and the same situation had happened, I probably would have maybe at the most got reprimanded or maybe escorted from the area. I think the fact that I was in the costume and the fact they do know what I'm doing kind of aided in my arrest. So.
Okay. And why Batman in particular? I mean, I just kind of want to. I mean.
Batman is just, you know, he's, I guess, a childhood hero of mine. He's somebody I've been interested, I mean, since I was 10 years old. I've been watching movies, reading the comics, you know, and it's the message that Batman gives about, you know, taking, you know, something tragic that happened and taking something bad that has happened in your life, and instead of letting that get you down, instead of letting that, you know, control your life, you build something positive around it, and you use that to motivate yourself to go out and just, you know, take responsibility for your own life and do something good with anything that's thrown your way, including the bad. So, and I guess, you know, I guess that's part of the costume being put on. It kind of helps me to channel that a little bit more and just realize, you know, yeah, this is something bad that happened for what I'm doing. I'm out here looking out for people. It got me arrested. I'm facing a 2-year felony, but I'm not going to let that keep me down. I feel that I have every right to be out here to look out for my fellow neighbor, my fellow person, and I guess rather than letting the arrest get me down or hold me back, I'm just going to stay positive and focus on doing what I'm out here doing. You know, not a whole lot. Just I would like, you know, just like I said, like I just want people to know I'm not out here trying to be the police. I'm not out here trying to, you know, control people's lives or nothing. I'm just out here looking out for everybody, and, you know, I don't care who it is or what they've done. If they need help, that's what I'm here for.